What I say, what in the name of Greg Davies are you doing, boy? Smashing everything to pieces like you're rampaging through Tokyo. Don't you see there's a table right there, son? Get a plate and napkin and learn some table manners.
Hi, Foghorn. Wow, it's been a while since that meme was in circulation. Huh. Yeah, I've complained several times already about my own tortoise speed getting through all of this Taskmaster series, but, yeah, we're at episode 9 now. Almost done. But before that happens, I've got some squeakrits. I've got some plans for the near future, which I would usually only share to my Patreon supporters, or at least I'd share it to them earlier than everyone else. But it turns out the near future is nearer than I thought it was, so I'm telling everyone now. Taskmaster Series 18 is coming up fast. Super fast. Really fast. Blazingly fast. September 12th. Yeah, they just announced it yesterday as I'm recording this, and by the time this video reaches YouTube, it's going to be almost September 12th. And there's no way that my final episode, episode 10, is going to get up before September 12th, so what am I going to do? How the heck am I going to keep up with Series 18 of Taskmaster? Well, basically, the squeaker comes in 2 parts. One is about what I'm not doing. One is about what I am doing. Part 1, what I'm not doing is reaction videos. I am putting these on hold indefinitely, both for Taskmaster and Tiny Toons Looniversity. I've really enjoyed both of these universes, and I can't wait to do more with them. And by can't wait, I mean I can't wait. I'm not waiting. I'm not going to wait. I am going to do some stuff now. For Taskmaster, what I think that means is I'll be watching the Series 18 episodes and scoring them as they come out, but I will not be videotaping myself as I do that, because that leads to way too much work that I can't keep up with, that my deplorable minions can't keep up with. Instead, I'll post a couple highlight videos to show how my series went, and hopefully I can do a couple of those throughout the series, or at least I'll have one big one at the end, an overall recap at the end of the series. But I don't have time to do the full videos, the full video reactions alongside everything else that I do. Clearly. Demonstrably. Demonstrably is such a weird word. It sounds like monstrably, like if something is demonstrably false, I think it's like it's so false, it's such a bald-faced lie that it's grown claws and fangs and stuff. And anyway, I demonstrably cannot keep up with Taskmaster while I'm doing other stuff. I don't have time for that, but what I do have time for is a Taskmaster score update. To borrow a line from Alex, it's amazing. Nick's at the bottom, John's at the top, but there are only 43 points separating them. But hey, there's good news even for Nick. He's in the triple digits now. Everyone's in the triple digits. Everyone's in the clear. He even won he won 2 episodes. Nick did. And Sophie won an episode. But weirdly, our 3rd place contestant has not won any. Oh, there aren't many more chances, Steve. Get on your game. I excoriate Greg's scoring regularly, but actually his scores aren't that dissimilar from my more correct scores. Everyone's in the same order, and a certain somebody has a huge lead. There's no way John Robbins can not come in first now. There's no way that will happen. Now, he was my early favorite to win, at the beginning of the series, as well as just my favorite contestant. And I see a lot of him in me, or I see a lot of my human self in him, or him in my, or something. He reminds me of stuff. And yeah, so it's really cool to see somebody with a very cool and intelligent brain doing well and charging ahead. But holy mozzarella, I did not expect him to charge so far ahead. It's nearly time to actually watch something now. But first is the exclusive section. If you're not familiar with this, I've got another channel, patreon.com/roundofalltrades, where you can get more cool stuff than on YouTube. Stuff like reaction to Sophie Welland's Taskmaster contestant interview. That's up next. And also, you'll get early and full reactions instead of the truncated reactions of Taskmaster, even though I said I'm not going to be doing any more reactions after this series, at least for a while. But you'll still get whatever I do early and full. And today, you'll get another Squeakrit plan of mine that I'm saving just for Ratrons. It involves Looney Tunes somehow. So yeah, if you're looking for even more of my wonderful voice squeaking at you, that's what to do. But anyway, time for that exclusive stuff. And that's it for today's pre-show. That's the exclusive stuff, besides the whole entire rest of the thing where you get the full thing and the early thing. Anyway, yes, so I believe I entered this exclusive section by saying, and now time for some exclusive stuff. So, and now it's time for the regular stuff. Here is Taskmaster Season 17, Episode 9. This Taskmaster stuff. It is a well, it was on like months ago, but yeah, I'll stop talking about it. How late it is. That was Nick with some paint. I don't think we've seen that one, but like all of the latter half of this, or maybe that one face by Steve, we haven't seen it. The last half of the intro, I think we've seen everything in there.
Yes, and this week they've brought in the most splendid spherical thing. We're looking for a solid all-rounder, and Greg will give 5 points for the most splendid spherical thing. The winner of the episode will take home
What if
5
it's hollow
splendid
instead of
spheres,
solid?
or a handful of brilliant balls, or just under half a dozen cracking orbs.
Right, Steve.
It could be a bubble.
What's
That's
your
not
splendid
very
spherical thing?
The most
solid.
splendid spherical thing I wanted to bring you was the moon. I made it myself in my own back garden, and then over the course of a weekend transformed it into this.
Wonderful moon.
I see.
It's a bit of a blue moon.
I've got a mystic ball.
You've got one there, haven't you?
I've just in my head said, will Nick win Taskmaster? It says very lightly, so it's broken. Will Greg find love?
Will Greg
Cannot
find love?
foretell, but no. They're good, aren't they?
I mean, going after Steve
Greg, you and I are
in this
both
to going to be
childless
very
men.
difficult. But
Thank you.
she did a good job.
Nice to know I'll never find love. And to be reminded that the line stops with me.
I see that as a positive that affords us certain luxuries.
Correct.
So I have brought you a giant honeycomb ball covered in chocolate.
Nick,
Hi, Greg.
I really like
between
chocolate.
Sophie
I like
and John
chocolate.
in terms of quality.
in terms of quality,
Okay.
but yeah, but I've bought in bath pearls.
Here they are.
Absolutely wonderful. Very big in the 80s. I think peaked in the 90s. No, hang on,
Honest,
hang on, Greg.
honest to God, gut instinct? I think this is going to do worse than Sophie.
Joanne. I honestly don't
Going
know
for smells, actually. You're going to.
So my present this week, it's a globe bar. I mean,
Present.
you like a drink, I like a drink. Why not get on top of the world? We could put a woman in it, if you like.
That would be interesting.
Nick in a wig.
I'll do that.
The first woman I think of is Nick in the wig.
I mean, it does make the prize more exciting to me if I opened it to get myself a drink and Nick was in there.
With some bath.
Put some back.
OK.
5 splendid
ready?
spheres. Yeah. Oh, pointing already.
This was a pretty cool round, actually. I mean, some of them I don't love, but I feel like everybody had something that, on the base, reflected the brief, or fit the brief, which is more than I can say sometimes. 4 of these I can put in a relative order quite quickly, but the difficult one is Steve, because it was obviously very good, but I don't usually give full points to anything that is crass that I can't show on YouTube. I won't be showing that on YouTube. But yeah, it was a moon, and it was doing what moons do, which is moon, and then ing. I don't think that was totally necessary for me to do all of... Yeah, anyway, I'll put him exactly in the middle, I think, because it was very cool, and you know, you would see stuff like that in some old cartoons. Yeah. That's fine. 3 points. Everybody else, real quick order from least splendorous or splendid. Least splendid is Nick, then Sophie. Although I liked both of their offerings, their gifts this time, but yeah, not as good as Joanne's splendid spherical globe of possibilities. Well, maybe Sophie's has more possibilities. If you had a magic 8-ball that, or a magic sphere that told you stuff like, that gave you actual answers to stuff instead of just yes and no, that would have a lot of possibilities. Anyway, but John gets 5 because chocolate is great. End sentence. Okay, let's go on. It's that time of year something.
Right.
Okay.
Create a new tradition to celebrate Assistance Day.
Most notable new tradition wins.
You must demonstrate your tradition in the next 30 minutes. Your time starts now.
Guy Fawkes has his fireworks, doesn't he?
He does.
People like me don't have anything at the moment.
No, you don't. No.
What day is Assistance Day?
You look in the calendar.
April the 20th.
So what I've got is like a song that on Assistant Day people sing. So nobody's got a choice. You could even start and Greg would have to join in.
It's not
Anybody.
actually bottles, but
Steve.
Hey, how are you?
Not bad.
Good seeing you.
it's gonna be a story.
April 20th today, yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. Tick that box, cross off the list. Doodle-a-doo, doodle-a-doo, Assistance Day.
On Assistance Day we shout, hooray! We drink a toast to helping folk. Hey!
See you next year.
Yeah, I'll see you at Assistantbury.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
So come over here, because we're going to make you your Assistance Day paper suit.
Great.
So you're just gonna chill out today and enjoy your Assistance Day. And just to make sure you don't try and assist, because that is your natural way,
Okay.
we're gonna go and say no to the bad man.
Right.
Shoulder to elbow, please.
I'd like Joanne's
33
already.
centimetres, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Just need to sew these together.
Repeat after me. No!
No!
I'm my own man today.
I am my
Own man.
I am my own man today.
Not today, Satan. Come on, today.
Not today, Satan.
Good boy.
Yeah?
You're doing so well today.
And we do this
Once a year.
once a year. No!
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 No assisting today. It's my day.
No!
But you are going to have to get me my lunch, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want it now? Will you
You
help?
wait there. I'll get the menus.
I love Assistance Day.
I like it. I liked both of those, yeah.
Not today, Satan, yeah?
Well, this is sort of specifically for you, but also for assistants sort of everywhere. You ready? Okay. He assists us and helps us. He's persistent and selfless. He's Alex Horne. He is quite tall, a welcome thorn in all our sides. When things get tough, when things get weird, he's always there with his nice beard. But this is a song for assistants worldwide, for their endless assistance to all humankind. Assistance Day and specifically Alex Horne. Thank
He
you.
spent his time well. He didn't go for something
I think maybe I'm
quick.
having a breakdown, but I
He
felt-
spent
I felt
30
quite
minutes
emotional.
and came up with something pretty good. All right. Two of those assistant traditions weren't really special. Definitely Sophie's 1 point. And then Steve, he had a better idea that we kind of figured out later, that he was trying to do a special somersault trick, but he didn't. So he's just getting 2 because he did a little bit more than Sophie. And that's that. I feel like the other 3 are gonna give me some trouble here, because I liked all 3 of them. I think I'm just gonna have to talk it out. But this is one of the moments where I want to give everyone the same amount of points, and I refuse to do that, although I can add points in obfuscation if I think they really deserve it, so that might happen. But I'm gonna start with a 3, 4, 5. All right. So yeah, let me talk it out. Nick, as I was saying, he had the idea for a song, which is a simple idea. And that means he doesn't get 5 points. Like I said, I'm talking it out. Because it's a simple idea, he's not going to get 5 points. But he did it well, and he didn't rush it. He had a whole 30 minutes, and he clearly spent most of that time to come up with something more than just surface level. So, he will be either 3 or 4 points. Not sure. How about John? Yeah, well, okay, so John, I really liked the paper suit, so crafts, okay. I do some building and random stuff in my lab, just not usually out of paper, but it was a kind of cool suit he made. It feels like it's something that would actually be fun to do. So it's a cool tradition. Whereas Joanne, it was, I think I'm giving Joanne the 5 points, because on the one paw, it kind of really, she didn't fully embrace the idea of letting Alex not assist because she was demanding stuff. But of course, that's what I would do. I wouldn't give my assistants a total break. So that feels very me, all right? I'm important. I need you to do stuff. Like, I don't care if it's 4:20 or whatever time of the day. It could be 5:15. I don't know. But yeah, so I'll give her 5 points because she embraced what the non-assistant should do on the day. And then, 4 to John and 3 to Nick. I want to give Nick an extra point. I'll probably give him 1 in obfuscation. I wonder if that cardiovascular endurance run or something actually was an acronym. I might have to listen to that later.
Alex.
Good job, Steve.
Good sock. Been an sock. Then well done a sock on a appendage.
Then well done a sock on a appendage.
Peg bin done.
Each single f***ing action must take place between barking bleeps.
Most shit bleeps goddamn wins.
Your time well starts when the bleeps start and ends when you miss a bleep.
To warn you, the bleeps will start far apart, but they'll get closer.
Oh, like the bleep test at school.
It's like the bleep test at school.
Your time starts when the bleeps start and ends when you miss a bleep.
Peg. Bin.
And then Don. Does that make sense?
Not really.
Let the bleeps come in.
Oh, God.
I am going... Yeah, I'm going to look up the task description real quick. Okay, then. So I obviously understood everything the first time, but just because I am scoring this, I need to be doubly sure that I know what's going on. But yeah, like they said, just peg a sock onto a thing and then bin the sock and then don it somewhere on some appendage. And each individual one happens between bleeps, and the bleeps will get faster, or they'll get more numerous, or more, yeah, that. All right.
Will they be... Oh, that's a bleep. Okay, so peg a bleep.
Don't peg a bleep.
No, I won't.
Oh, you tied it to the sodding thing. Is there a key for that?
You've done 1. Peg.
I'm going to take off the cloak.
Oh, that was a bleep.
There's got to be a key for that bin somewhere.
I expect so, yeah. Over the shoe. Lovely.
What I'm thinking is just move everything a bit closer.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Oh, I thought it was actually locked shut. Does it have to peg to the clothesline? You peg it anywhere you want.
Must be before the next bleep.
Oh, there's a key on it!
Don.
It is hard to tell, seeing 2 people at once, where everyone is at once.
Oh, did you miss one? Oh.
Peg. Bin. Don. Ah, I missed the beep.
Oh. Hi, John.
It's quite incredible, seriously.
Those both seem pretty good.
Even I started to think it was a sport.
So it's peg first, good.
Peg a sock.
Yeah.
It doesn't say peg to the line, sure it doesn't. Oh, thinking outside the box.
Oh, so you've just pegged it, okay. Do you think binning means putting it in a bin, or are you just going to bin
I've got bin it, as in get rid of it.
Fine.
Is that...
It's up to you.
Oh, I have it.
Yeah.
All to the same place.
Right.
I feel like you have to.
Are you happy with your technique?
You have to think outside the box for this one. I mean, even John and Nick did it kind of regularly, but they did find the key.
It's
So
very casual, isn't it? We could have brunch.
Lovely.
Okay. So I'm surprised everyone's doing well. I am very curious what Steve has done now.
So send the head as an appendage?
Yeah, it's a head, isn't it?
This is the sportiest thing I've ever done. It's a... Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh.
A appendage. God, he's really complicated. Peg.
Yeah, you gotta be quick now.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Peg. Ah, no, I lost my peg. Oh, no. It's intense, that one's here.
Yeah.
Very good sock work by everyone.
Okay, come on. Oh, box!
Oh, orange peg for an orange sock, bonus points. Most bleeps wins. Now I've got to bin a sock before the next bleep. After the next bleep. So where's the bin? There's a bin here. You ready for your sock?
Yes.
You hungry?
I'm starving.
You want a sock?
Yeah, give me a sock.
So I've already got one in my hand. There we go. I hope I've done that right.
Have you finished?
Oh. Nipples. Yes, finished. I don't know what I'm meant to do.
Well, all the information's on the task, Steve.
I think I should win. Most bleeps win.
So your understanding of that task was person who swears the most?
Yeah. I thought the socks were a total irrelevance.
Right.
I mean, I'm happy to count the swearing bleeps as bleeps because it won't affect the scores. Nick, 22, Sophie, 30, Joanne, 42 bleeps, John, 43. So he gets the 5 points.
Oh! Okay, got the same scores as they did. Yeah, that was more entertaining than I thought it would be. Although it was a lot like, actually, the Series 10 task with the doorbell, where they had to keep ringing the doorbell. I think I might have liked this one better. Random story time with with the doorbell task in Series 10. Mawan was the one who got the best idea by taking the doorbell off and bringing it to the other room. So they had to build a house of cards, of beer mats rather, in one room, and then hit the doorbell every minute, and then every 58 seconds, and then every 56 seconds. And Mawan found the best hack, which was getting the doorbell and bringing it there. Because what I would have done is I would have tried to bring the entire table and the beer mats to the doorbell, which would admittedly have been hilarious pitted against Mawan's attempt, like in the same montage. But yeah, I thought outside the box when I was watching that task, but not quite far enough. This task seemed to have a lot more loopholes, though, and I kind of wish Steve had managed to get more bleeps in, because I mean, it was clever. I'm not going to give him a bonus point for that, although I think he's got the episode title. Anyway, and yeah, Joanne putting so many loopholes, so many different ways to interpret it. Putting appendages, the socks on the ears as appendages, and John and Nick, like I said, they found the key, which isn't even a trick. It's not looking outside the box. It's just a trick they found. So everyone found something to make them successful at this task, even the one person who didn't really understand the task. And I'm totally fine with Sophie binning socks. That makes sense to me. Yeah, a lot of headbacks. Okay. If this task doesn't involve the back of a head, then that will be really confusing.
Short back and sides, please.
Make, that's written backwards.
Oh, no. God, that's hard, isn't it? Heen, hoob. Heeb.
That's an S, isn't it? They look like A's backwards on this typewriter.
They do.
Need, oh.
Oh, yes.
Make the back of your head look like the front of a head.
Make the back of your neeb What's he mean?
Make the back of your head look like the front of your head. You may not just make a mask.
You must demonstrate your new front of head in action.
Most characterful back front head wins.
Characterful.
Is there anything else in the room that could help you read that, do you think?
Oh, my...
Your time starts 1.
It's now backwards.
Time starts now.
Most characterful back front head wins. All right.
So, I would imagine it's a bit of yellow.
Oh, no,
What is it? What is this it you're talking about,
see my
John?
nostrils?
Biggest I've ever seen.
Yeah, look. Can you see my nostrils? Biggest I've ever
That's
seen.
what the ketchup says.
This is very Blue Peter back in the day, isn't it?
How old is she?
She's
I've got
about
an idea.
15. Been through the menopause. She's on HRT.
I hate you for this.
I'll be sure to mention my idea later.
Meeting the lady who's into Gloria Gaynor and is menopause.
Hello, where's the party at?
Oh, hello. Hello. Welcome to the party.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
I don't know what your name is.
Floating a little bit.
Death. Right. Hello, Death.
Hello. My name's Leslie.
Did you write that yourself, Leslie?
It's about my divorce.
Oh, sorry. to hear that.
Yeah,
Did he leave you or did you leave?
he left.
He left.
It was hard. But I'm back. I'm back.
Thanks for inviting me.
Pleasure, Death.
There you go, that's all right.
Go, Leslie.
I kind of have a hard time seeing what Nick is trying, or was trying to do, or is, or what. Yeah.
I enjoyed it, albeit low scoring.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
How was characterful? He did the same thing last
Now you're
episode.
next. Oh, and
He
here they
did
come right
not treat Sophie well with the
I'm undefeated. Sings
in the whatever test, the make this mannequin come alive test. This is
Took his phone, pointed to
quite.
his face, opened it, and went into his DMs. I went into his DMs. He's fucking cheating, isn't he? Some slag called Barbara fucking all over him.
Are you a southpaw?
Oh, yeah. You got me really good.
I love you, Adrian!
That's how I knew he was mugging me off, didn't I? Hey, I'm raging.
Well, finally, it's our resident reanimator. It's John Robbins.
Oh, what did you do?
Hello.
How are you doing, Wembley? You okay? Hey-oh. 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 Toodaloo.
It was a character, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man. He just said, don't let Freddy down, and now I want to use that as the title. Because I already had something else in mind for the title, so I'm going to have to decide on that very soon, because it's almost Obfuscation, but first, before Obfuscation, this round, who gets what? This is tough, because everyone is bringing their, I don't want to say they're bringing their A game, but everyone got like a solid B effort here. Like, I think most of those deserve 3 or 4 points. And same with the other tasks. With with the socks, they were all being creative there. And then the prize tasks, like, even the ones I didn't like, is like they at least fit the brief. So yeah, I am going to struggle giving scores like I did in that tradition task. You know what? Let me give you 2 more random stories. I did the Mawan one. But in the assistant task, they said that Butch broke that table. When I say they, Alex said that. a man named Butch. And which was funny because I actually saw Neil Tox's reaction to Series 16, which he did after 17. So he was saying, oh, I remember them saying a man named Butch broke this table. I wonder, and it was during the nickname task. I wonder if one of these people is Butch. So he went backwards on that one, but then I'm also going backwards twice on it because I saw his reaction to someone making a broken table, and because they reacted to yes. And the other thing I was thinking of is what would I have done for this task, which would have worked a lot better if I was a human. So I'm only just realizing this because I was just looking at all of their human heads. I was like, oh, if I had one of those heads, this is what I would do. But I would just like cover with a sheet like Sophie did. But then I'd make like multiple faces so that it's hard to tell which is the front and which is the back. So you'd have to guess. But I also know that it's supposed to be the most characterful. And I was thinking of that. So it's like, okay, I'm going to have to make all of these really characterful. It would have been a lot of work. And the point of the task isn't to trick Greg. And it wouldn't have tricked Greg because I have a much stranger asymmetric silhouette, at least in terms of front and back, than especially my ears. Like, even if I like built another snout, like I'd have to, a sheet would not be enough. Anyway, let's talk about theirs. Who was getting 1 point? Really, I think I'm gonna give John the 1 point because I loved Freddie Mercury. That was very nice. But he kind of just stood there, and he didn't even really wave. He just kept his hand there. So he didn't do very much in terms of the performance. And he already had the jacket. Did he? I don't think he even turned the jacket around. Maybe he did, but whatever. I'm not going to look that up because I'm going to pretend that I know for a fact that he didn't, because then I can more easily give him 1 point. But, yeah, and then I liked everybody else's. I think I'll give Steve 2. I'm not sure. It's just, I don't know, I wasn't really taken by it. He's done a lot of story stuff, narrative, driven tasks. But this felt a little bit weak definitely compared to like Sophie's. Nick's is 3 points, but that's like as much as I can possibly. Well, it's as much as I can give him because I didn't really see anything. I was going to give him 1 or 2, but apparently there was more going on. I will give Joanne 4. Good, because that was a clever using both heads and having a story. And now I'm thinking maybe it isn't 4 because, like, it wasn't even a great story. It was just arguing. Well, not arguing, but it's gossiping. Anyway, I need to put something down. And then 5 to Sophie, which, yeah, it was like a 4 or 5 pointer, definitely. She had, the key word is character. She had a character. And in last week's episode, with the Bring This Mannequin to Life, she had a character for her mannequin, Wolfie, who was a beatboxer and was single and was trying to find love and stuff. And I don't know how she scored so low or how Greg scored her so low. And I have a feeling he's about to do the same thing here when she deserves probably 4, maybe 5 points. I'm giving her 5. But let's go to obfuscation. Obfuscation. I need a pen. Where's a pen? Here is a pen. Because there's a couple people I want to give extra points because they actually did well. Greg always overscores and then just towards the end of this series, he's gone, nah, I don't like any of you. I don't know, but he's still spitting with John, and I really do like John. Like I said, he's my favorite contestant of this series, and the one I relate to a lot. But I think I liked Steve's title. I was going to use Steve's title, which is where he said he thought the socks were completely irrelevant, because that was hilarious. And I'm going to give him a point for that, but I think I'm going to do the actual title is Do It for Freddy, or Don't Disappoint Freddy. Don't Let Freddy Down. I think that was it. It was one of those. So I'm giving John and Steve 1 point for the title, even though I can only use one. And then I'm going to give Nick a point for all the way back in the assistant's buried task. I was only able to give him 3 points, and he deserves at least one more. Okay. And then... yeah, I think that's it. Joanne had several things that almost get up to title level, like appendage, although I wouldn't know how to spell it and to have it make sense in text form. So I can't do that. And then there was something else you said earlier also. But no, I think I have to leave it with those 3 points. 2 title points and Nick's point, since he was better, since his assistant song was better than 3 points. Also, I forgot to mention how surprised I am that so many of them couldn't figure out the mirror trick. I mean, first of all, I would probably try to just read it, and I'm pretty good at that. But I see I see how Sophie got tricked with words like neeb. I see how she got tricked, but I'd like to yeah, you know, no, I know I can. I've done lab tests of similar things to test my intelligence, so I know I am brilliant enough to be able to read backwards. But anyway, enough about me. It's time for the final task of the penultimate show.
Joanne McNally, please.
So
McNally.
Unless he gets disqualified in 2 tasks, I guess there's no way he's going to get a low score.
In round 2, your ball must bounce twice before falling off the bar, and so on. Each player has 1 life. Most correct bounces wins.
They can make 1 mistake.
1 mistake in total in the whole game.
Got it.
Can you choose when to use that life?
You want to use it in a previous task?
All right, no, I get it now.
Grab a ball, bounce it once on the bar. Oh. He has made it through.
It was a classic side bounce.
It was a side bounce. Following suit.
That's what you get to do for the first death.
Well done. Lovely stuff.
Oh, I meant it. All right.
If anyone can mess this up.
Do 2 bounces on the bar, please.
I might try throwing backwards. There you go.
I'm holding it because you're now on a life. Steve, please sit on the elimination bench.
It's all right, you're still in the game, Nick. Lovely.
Nick learned from his mistake. Steve didn't.
Do we all sit? Sophie, please make your way to the bench.
All
You're
right.
up. 3 bounces, please. Well, it'll be useful in round 5.
You got another life, John. I bet Joanne's gonna do it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it was close.
I'm not pretending to have a strategy. I don't know if it's a fucking strategy. But...
Yes.
Just throw it, girl.
So if Nick fails
Just
here,
throw
Joanne is
better.
winner.
It's 3, isn't it?
You have no life.
Oh, hello. Just one trick shot too far, wasn't it? Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Joanne McGee.
Okay, how will I score that? I feel like they could have gotten further. I was thinking, like, if they had gotten to, like, round 4 or 5, then just how many rounds did they get through? And I think that is what I'm going to do anyway, but, like, I wish someone had gotten a little bit further. But that means Joanne gets 3 points. And Nick and John get 2. And then Steve and Sophie get 1. And now for the final scores. The man that I thought was going to get second overall at the beginning of the series, or maybe even first. That man, Steve, has done really poorly this episode. He did even worse in the previous episode, but only 10 points, while everyone else is better, and then Joanne is the winner. This really isn't shaking up how I thought it would at the beginning of the series. Well, I mean, I guess it's really only 2 people flipped. I saw that Nick and Sophie were not going to do well, and I saw that John was going to do well, but I thought that Steve would definitely be second place and Joanne would be third, and they are opposite. And I don't know, because like Steve had so many early on in the series. Like, he won the first tiebreak with the chest of peas, which was a very cognitive move. And he clearly has a big brain on him. And he does, like, he makes cryptic crosswords. He makes those. And yet, sometimes he's not quite grasping these tasks, like the bleep task. Which, I mean, he did grasp it in a way, but he didn't do enough bleeps anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. So it was only 1 point. But yeah, he only has one more chance to win an episode. In Greg's series, Sophie has one more chance to win an episode, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Am I giving off an air of disappointment right now? I think so, because I thought this was going to be a really close series between John and Steve. And instead, this is just a blowout. And yeah, congrats for John. Congrats. But, it's a bit less entertaining at the same time. So, oh, well. But yeah, this was a good episode, and we still have a little bit to go. So let's watch the very end.
Your joint third with Steve. Joanne, a strong finish on 19, but John is the winner again with 21 points.
John Robbins wins. Please go and scoop up your splendid
How is this happening?
John Robbins!
I think he needs to get like 25 or something in the next episode, which would be like 5 every pass, but like that's not impossible for him. Unless he needs 26. I think it's roughly that amount, I think. But yeah, that would be an average of 20 points an episode. Was that the chocolate ball? Oh, yes. No, that was that was the moon. Sorry, I thought the chocolate ball was that big. But the chocolate ball was also quite big and chocolatey and honey and great. So, yeah, I'm sure he's excited to get that back. Alrighty, only one more episode, which is going to come out, well, only one more reaction, which is going to come out after the next series has already started. But, yeah, I'm excited to watch the next series with a little bit less responsibility. But still going to be totally entertained, and I'm still going to be totally scoring everything. I just don't need to talk about it. I can just talk about it inside my head. Anyway, anything else about this episode? I feel like I've talked more than usual this episode, so maybe it's just okay to move on. Watching these has been great. I enjoy being in charge of the scores, although you're never quite all in charge because it still depends on them. It's really not me deciding the scores. It's really just the competitors and then a little bit of my opinion. Later on after this series, I've got a couple videos in mind. One video is I want to talk about all the stats on how my scores compared to Greg's, and I want to do that with Series 16 too. I might put that in one video. And then I also want to get the last Series 17 outtakes, which I won't be able to do before everything's out. Because I've been doing most of those as Ratreon exclusives, but I'll do this one. I'm planning to do this one just for everyone. And then the third thing, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, last series I did, here are my favorite reactions from the series, so I posted the full reactions for 5 tasks. Not necessarily my favorite tasks, but things that I think I interacted well with. And I put those up for free on Ratreon, so even if you don't pay stuff, you can see some full reactions. Okay. So yeah, I have those 3 in mind. I don't know if those will happen soon, or if I'll even do all 3, but I'm gonna try to get those. At least one of them, at least 2 of I don't know. I'm busy, but I'm having fun, okay? So I will see you soon for either the last episode of this, or maybe even sooner I'll see you for something related to Series 18. Well, it'll probably be this instead of Series 18, but I will squeak you later.
Look around, son. That ain't a melon anymore. That's a Jackson Pollock painting.